If you haven't visited a prayer house before God give you child, you don't need to value child. I don't expect that there's somebody closer to me that will cut off my step. Go make him to terminate the girl's life so that we don't reveal the what happened.
So it was not to reveal the identity that he killed your daughter after rape.
My advice to people is, when you have a child, make sure you monitor your child, monitor their movements.
Welcome to Breaking the Silence, the podcast that gives a platform to those whose stories too often go unheard. Here, we shine a light on the lived experiences of individuals, especially women and young people who have endured the unimaginable. Step into the world of survivors and victims of gender-based violence and human rights abuses as we bring their powerful voices to the forefront. But these aren't just stories of suffering or tales of wounds. They are inspiring accounts of courage, resilience, and the unyielding human spirit. Each episode, we uncover how survivors reclaim their narratives and transform pain into purpose, refusing to let adversity define them. We invite you to join us in seeking justice and sparking change where it is needed. Together, let's break the silence and champion the cause of dignity and hope. I am your host, Professor Joy Ngozezino, Senior Advocate of Nigeria and former United Nations Special Rapporteur on Human Trafficking and a passionate human rights defender. Together, it takes a community to break the silence, not just the victim or survivor. Break the silence now. Welcome to today's podcast, Breaking the Silence, and hear firsthand details of woes of victims and survivors of gender-based violence and human rights abuses, especially women and children. In today's episode, we are going to hear from Mr. Ominyi Ode. Mr. Ominyi Ode will tell us his story, the story of the family, and the very, very sad or tragic experience of the death of the daughter due to rape. That the daughter was raped and stifled to death in 2014. Mr. Ode is still, unfortunately, in search of justice that is proving elusive. Mr. Ode, welcome to this program. Please, we are really sorry about to hear about your story and your case. Evidence was your daughter?
Yes.
Who died in 2014 following rape. I know this is very sad for you to recall what happened to your daughter. But tell us, clearly, I've had the story, but we need to also get the story out there for others to know. And then, I know it's hard, but please tell us what happened to your daughter, Evidence, in 2014.
Okay. As it happened, that very good day. And it was, I can say, it's the worst day in my life. It happened at Ominyi community. It's under East local government area of Enugu State. That very day, we were together at home. I had not even went to work that very day. Then reached the hour that we need to take our breakfast. The junior ones could not see her. They came to me. That time I was around. The mother was there flaunting their ways. They could not see her. Then we just asked, I said, where is this girl just now? I think we saw Gideon in our compound just now. Then they did not sneak away from our area because he's a security working closer to the next compound to where I base. That's how it happened.
Who is Gideon? You say Gideon
is a security officer living closer to where we live.
Officer or guard?
Security guard. Okay, security guard living closer to where we base there. That very period, that year. The area we base at Ominyi.
Yes, in this part of the world, we call also gate men or gate man a security man. It doesn't mean that they are from a formal security sector like police or any other. They are not members of force. They are not trained. They are just ordinary people who are paid to man a compound, either as a security, what they call it, security man. But it could be very confusing for those who are not used to this.
It's kind of, I take him like my junior brother. Kind of a family, is part of us. There's some whom I used to assist, even to help, to give even food to eat, even. I do not expect that there's somebody closer to me that will cut off my stem in that mood. Then, as you know, see that girl for the period, for the whole breakfast time, the whole that breakfast, till during the lunch again, you know, see her. Then I was somehow on rest. Then lately in the evening, I could not bear it again. Then I went to our police station to make the entry. Then I went to get her again. I think, where is this girl that I saw you with nine? I come back. I said, no, see her. Not knowing that he lure her to somewhere. I rape her there and paralyze the girl, cripple her. She would not be able to start according to him because I wasn't with them. And when we were looking for her there, he was join us, even charging for her again. Even late in the night, when I was going to my landlord to complain that I haven't seen the girl, that I'm going to make the entry at police, even he was asking me, have I seen her? I said, no. Till we went and sleep that very night. The following day, when I get out again to go and so that I sent me to one of my brothers to come for the word of that predicament. As at that, the yard we live is not an open yard. We live separately. It's my senior staff that even gave me that place because I want to work under him, under PSN. Then I told that my brother, I did break my daughter. They went to know it, no one to any place. That you hold that boy, not allowed to move anywhere. If not, you will escape. We will escape from there to New York and where they base. That's where they connected from. Then, and that my nephew, he based in Isloja before he understand Hausa language. He interrogate the boy with Hausa language. The boy repeat to him. He said, if you able to make him to terminate the girl's life, so that we not reveal the what happened.
So it was not to reveal the identity that he killed your daughter after rape.
Yes, so that we not prove him.
So that he will not, that he cannot say it was this person that raped her. And then he had that confession, and you said that Gideon is the one who raped your daughter and killed.
Yes, he raped her to death. According to himself, he confessed.
Yes.
At the stage that when they were torturing him there, he made his own confession directly there.
Yeah. So, can you tell us, because the name is also unusual, how come you named her Evidence?
Okay.
Because here we are seeing that the body of evidence is now also evidence somehow before the law following this unfortunate incident.
What made me to name her Evidence? Number one, depend the orientation. Let me say my upbringing. God, my senior brother that I stay with is a deacon in assemblies. Then in my home, both my father, both my senior brother, they thought that I'm impotent. They don't know that I'm man and that I'm a real man. They were suspecting me that as if I'm capable of procreate. Then
as if say you're incapable
of
procreate.
Then I tell them, don't worry, when I married, before I born 2 or 3, know how I will see one that will resemble me.
Yeah.
Then that one, that the first gift that God gave me is a female. It not look like me, but a black like me, but face resemble the mother. That's what made me to name her Evidence, to prove that I'm there.
That you're a man.
Yes.
That you're a man. So tell us where you come from. You said this incident happened in Enugu.
Yes.
Enugu state of Nigeria.
Yes.
But you are not from Enugu state, and then also the culprit, the suspect, is also not from Enugu. Where are you from?
I'm Igede by tribe from Ojuduka government area of Benue State.
Okay. From Benue State.
Yes.
And then you've been living in Enugu State for how long? Which is, of course, Benue State of Nigeria. Yes. And then Enugu State, you've been living and working here. Yes. This is where the unfortunate incident happened. Yes. Can you tell us about your family? How many children do you have now?
As it happened, Evidence is the first gift that God gave me. After Evidence was born in 2005, May 17, as a drop dead. Then May 17, May 15, God give me that one, May 5. May 17, 2005, I gave back to Evidence. Then 2017, God gave me a boy that follow her. That 807. Then 810 again, God give me another boy. I name him Michael. The boy now is SS1.
Yeah. So altogether, you have 3 children.
Then that 2013, that time I was at Umuchibu. My wife delivered to a baby boy April 1st, 2013. That is the boy who carry a turn. Why that didn't happen?
Yeah.
And it has happened again. 12 days to date of the evidence to be a year. It will get back to your namesake.
Yes.
Then that will make me to name her because you back me up. You are my bone of contention. You take me to National Assembly. I say, okay, from sorrow to joy. Then why I make that? Even till now, I'm not happy. It cut my stem. Let me say, it don't cut off my stem. Till now, I'm not happy. That's any day I went to court. I used to seek more than 2 months.
It's hard. It's really hard to hear Mr. Ominyi and his family go through this. No one should experience this. That a 9-year-old child got her life terminated in this way, all because she was born a girl, and that someone abused and sexually abused her, and also in the process stifled her to death, so that the evidence, or she could not, so that she wouldn't tell on the perpetrator or reveal the identity of the perpetrator. It's really also disturbing that from 2014, when this incident happened, to date, that justice is still has not been served. Of course, the suspect is still in prison. The case it's in charge to court, and then it's still going on very, very slowly, which is part of the challenges, and it's painful each time because the family of Odell, they are yet to have a closure. Both your wife interacted is very painful, and we know how we went to National Assembly because at the eve of making of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition bill, it was then, there was a lot of resistance to this bill, and we wanted to convince the legislature that sexual and gender-based violence were prevalent in Nigeria, and that there are real victims, and you need to hear their tales of woes. And that was how we organized what we call a mock tribunal, which WACOL put together at the National Assembly, and we brought our clients, of those who we are working with in order to get justice, who have been victims of sexual and gender-based violence, whose human rights have been violated, to come and testify. And Mr. Ominyi was one of them. I know that by the time, that was November 2014, he spoke about his ordeal. Some of the senators said they will pass this bill quickly into law, and that they did. So today I want to also tell you that you are courageous. You are courageous. I know you've come a long way. I know how you cried at that National Assembly public hearing for the Violence Against Persons Prohibition bill. Then now is an act of National Assembly that was passed and signed into law by President Jonathan Goodluck in 2015. I just want to tell you that you are part of making this bill possible. You are part of making this bill become a law in Nigeria. That because also of your moving and powerful, tragic tale and personal experience, it made that law possible. And today, that very act of National Assembly have been domesticated across 35 of the 36 states of Nigeria. Your story, we see you, I know you may say you have justice is yet to be served, but we believe that justice will be served at the end, however long it takes, that you will get justice. So what do you want to tell us? What's really your concern at this moment? Are you finding closure? How are you faring? How is your wife faring? How are the other siblings faring?
My big concern I have there, the trauma is in me. It hasn't healed. Like I said, whenever I see her mate, her classmate, let me say people of her class, I used to demoralize. Even
Because
going
she's
to
55,
church.
she will have been.
Let me say, being
15
university
years,
right now.
Yeah.
Even going to church, even opening my picture album, I rarely open it. Going to church, if I hear anytime I hear a song that I like, hey, it's tears that used to gush out from my eyes. People that knew me that time, they used to know my predicament, they used to know the mood I was that period. Even since then, I can say, even that I smile or I chuckle, I later blame myself. What is all about this? But life is life is bitter to me. I don't know. Let me say, I can say since then till now, I never know the taste of this life again. Life is bitter to me. Yeah. Even my wife, there are times when we think again. Sometimes we won't know what the cause is. Start locking horns, having issue with each other. Later, when I get myself, I used to encourage her. I say, what happened to us? It haven't happened to anybody in my home, in my family. So let be it. That's it.
It's really, really, it's too much to take a child, and your comparison of what she would have been from born, she was 9 then, and this is almost 11 years after. So she would have been 20, and you're right in your prediction, she would have been in the university. And I recall you mentioned how brilliant she was. She was very brilliant. You know, within the short period of her life, she really exemplified, showed that brilliance. She would have been in university. So it's really unfortunate that your family have to bear this of your firstborn and still in search of justice. But we know what the law says. The law is very clear in terms of rape or defilement of a child and life imprisonment. And when, of course, homicide occurs in the course of that, that also is a murder case. So now is also a murder case, and the punishment will be death penalty. But of course, even if as human rights organization and as a defender, I don't support death penalty, but the life imprisonment, at least we hope that justice will be served in the end, and that the case, WACOL is now committed to following up and knowing why the case has not been moving, to ensure that the case is effectively prosecuted, and to ensure that you get the justice you and your family so deserve in order to find a closure. It's really, really sad. Like I said, the court, the system, because before ever I get to the court, in administration of justice, there is a lot of actors. And sometimes the investigation at police level could be slow, and sometimes people are incarcerated for far too long.
Mm-hmm.
And then the case, by the time it's charged to magistrate court, they wouldn't have jurisdiction. It's moved to high court again, where they have jurisdiction, and the files are transferred from the police to DPP's office. And then also there may be lack of diligence in prosecution, but we'll find out whatever. And we'll make sure that we send our pro bono lawyers as part of a free legal aid that we offer to make sure they follow up and that you get justice. So we can say, what do you advise people with this type of unfortunate experience? What's your advice?
My advice to people is, when you have a child, make sure you monitor your child, monitor their movements. Like now, what happened to me? Let me put it. If I come back now, if I don't see any of my child, where is this person? Where is the other person? But some people, let me put it this way again. If you haven't visited a prayer house before God give you child, you don't need to value child. If you never go from prayer house to prayer house, you marry within 12 months, your wife get pregnant and deliver. You think that it's just easy. So since then, I learned a lot though. Because I'm from polygamous home. In your own time, they don't value child now, to farm. But since that day, if I come back, if I just come back now, if I don't see this one, if I don't see this one, I even till now, I tell my children, wherever you are going, tell me you are going to such a place. That will make, whenever I come back to my yard now, people will hear they will know that's when I come. I watch the other one, where is your brother? I say, don't know. Where is your sister? You don't know. I say, even there, they are playing together. Make sure if you are coming back, make sure you come back together. So my advice giving people now is, Make sure you monitor the movement of your children, whatever they are, even to send them on errand. And it has an hour that I will not allow my children to step outside again. When
I
it's PM.
think that's very important advice, because we really need to monitor our children, especially girl children. At WACOL Tamar Sarc, we've seen cases of even 2-year-old being raped because either their mother left the child or the baby in the care of someone that abused that, and they didn't monitor. That monitoring aspect, ask questions, find out where your children are, and bring them up so that they always tell where they are going, and they always like go together, stay together, and then monitor your neighbor and know what's going on in your environment. You actually mentioned that the suspect is someone that you normally will give food, it's close to the family, and then you wouldn't have expected that it would be the perpetrator of this heinous crime, and keeping your family since then very, very unhappy and not feeling whole anymore. So for WACOL, what will you say, the intervention and support from WACOL all these years, WACOL Tamar Sarc, what has it been like?
Let me say, if not WACOL, if not Tamar Sarc, I can say where the death of my daughter take me to, I didn't mean take me there in a peaceful way, in a happy mood. I will have become somebody now. It's not easy to step into National Assembly. The death of my daughter make me to expose. Let me say, the exposure she gave me, hey, but not that I derive anything from it, but let me say, I think I meet characters, I meet manners. Even in that conference, I think Dolu Tinubu was there. So let me say, he exposed me. But
the First Lady of Nigeria was a senator at that time, attended this WACOL mock tribunal held in National Assembly. You're very correct, because she's very passionate about justice, especially when abused children or violation of women's rights. So she attended. I recall also even Senator Christian Anyanwu was also there. So to have the picture again, it's been a while. So but you're very correct. So please, you're courageous. You have come very far. Don't give up. God also have blessed you with other children. I know it's very, very sad, but we will not forget evidence. We will never forget evidence. And we hope that through her, and of course you can see the bad law becoming laws across Nigeria, that this will continue to be an open wound in the conscience of those who are still perpetrating gender-based violence or sexual abuse and exploitation of children, especially girl children. Of course, boy children also suffer it. And we have to make sure that the laws and extant laws are diligently applied, because post that we now have BAP law, but he will not be tried under the BAP law. It will still be the law as at the time that the act, the heinous act took place. So thank you for sharing your experience. Do you have any further thoughts on this? Do you have anything to say?
My further thought now that I have, when going to court, my barrister, luckily, let me just come like this. That barrister that hold this case now, he said that file has been there on that table. When other barristers come, they will abandon it. They will put it down. They say whenever there was a day he come out with a file, say he touches him, he say, hey, no, this issue, you don't have to leave this issue alone. Then he take it to somebody, one barrister in the office. Say, no, damn, you are a male child, you are a male barrister. Say, this kind of matter is not for a male, it's for female. But nobody serious to carry the matter out. And then the phone number I was using that time, it's no longer in use. Luckily, my nephew, there is a witness to that matter. Then that barrister in America, then he phoned that my nephew. Say, where is Mr. Edwin? Where is Mr. Ominyi? Where is Ominyi Ode? He said, his brother, he said, that number is not going. He said, they want to see him. That's how they carry me along. And again, when we go to the court, me, I don't have any money to bring. After the death of my daughter, that August 2014, February 2015, they terminate my appointment with PHN. Since now, I'm an applicant. I have no money to bring. Sometimes the day of the court, sometimes I used to borrow money to enter money from good to that court. So I have nothing to give my barrister. Don't see? And with that money, my brother was demanding from me. I tell him now I'm an applicant. Now I'm a farmer. I have nothing, even in my bank account. Now I have nothing. It's not the support that they gave me last year. Even till now, I don't even know whether I will still have farm again.
This is really sad. You've heard from him firsthand. And if you want to support Mr. Ominyi and the family as they search for justice, if you want to support them to get justice for their daughter, please feel free to make your contribution through WACOL Tamar Sarc. This family need to survive this incident. This family need to pursue justice. This family needs to have a closure, and you can be part of helping them to survive this terrible, tragic experience that no one will wish, even for the worst enemy. Thank you.